Shoulder blades. This is an area that we do not move enough, we don't control enough, we don't challenge enough. So here's a shoulder blade challenge. First off, a serratus push. Can you go from a retracted position to a protracted position? Now, when you do this, you need to not move anything else. Your neck stays long, your ribs stay controlled, you're breathing, your core is on. Press through your hand. Make sure your nose is right over your hands. This is emphasizing the concentric phase of serratus anterior. Keep that shoulder blade wide. Option to progress this to a 6-month prone or modified plank position, or take this into a full plank position. Next up, the opposite, starting in a protracted phase, and you are going to eccentrically, slowly lengthen, emphasizing the lowering down, and then come on back up. Keep pressure through the whole hand, keep the shoulder wide, the neck long. If this is easy, option to go to that 6-month modified plank or full plank. Make sure that elbow didn't bend, long back of the neck, shoulder is wide, ribs are controlled. Retraction liftoff. So you are at your end range of retraction. It's pulled back. I am using a fist because I want to take the wrist out of it, and you are going to irradiate. Nothing moves, and you are going to see, can you pull your fist off of the block without letting the elbow bend? Keep it straight without your spine rotating. I am just hovering off here. Hold for 10 seconds if you can. Straighten that elbow more. Good. Keep your chest pulled towards the floor. Lengthen your neck for me. Check your ribs. Nice. Even if you could just take a tiny bit of the weight off of the block, I would be happy. But that is a retraction liftoff. Shoulder blade car. So engage your core, keep breathing. I want a long spine, nothing moves except for the shoulder blade. Can you bring your shoulder blades together, which means your torso drops to the floor? Did your neck shorten? Did your ribs move? Tuck them if you need to. Then can you put them in your back pockets? Press them forwards, up to your ears, and retract again. You can do this in reverse, but the idea is you want the biggest circle, moving actively and trying to minimize compensations. No movement at neighboring joints. To add a little intensity, put a band around your upper arms, then you have to pull it wide. Then set up for your shoulder blade car. DNS low oblique sit. Can you move the ball and socket joint without the shoulder blade moving? Press this elbow into the ground, get nice and wide. Lift that rib cage up, get a nice cylinder. You can put your hand right in the crease of your joint if you want. Stay wide as you rotate your torso towards the floor, and then press your arm into the ground. Use your shoulder blade, drive back up. For an added challenge, go into this position and then lower back. That is eccentric lengthening under tension. When you can't go any further, drive your arm into the ground, come back up, make sure you haven't popped, and then you can come out of it. Teaching your brain those basic building blocks of dissociated movement. You can take this into quadruped. Press your hand into the ground, shoulders are wide, irradiate, nice strong core and breathing. Hand can go in the crease if you want, and you are going to rotate, pressing that whole hand into the ground, and use your shoulder blade and your hand to come back up. Isolated movement at the glenohumeral joint with nothing else moving. From this angle, you can see this is lengthening the outside of the shoulder. Infraspinatus, teres, its posterior capsule, areas that tend to get very tight and pop the shoulder forwards. And again, keep that elbow straight, press through your hand, and use the back of the shoulder to bring yourself back up. You can take this into a 6-month prone or a modified plank. Again, the hand can go in the crease if you want. And under load now, can you create that same dissociated movement? And of course, the option to take it into full plank, but make sure you can control the compensations. DNS, high oblique sit. Can you move your elbow without losing your shoulder blade control? So prepare this hand, press it into the ground, which should help you create this cylinder nice and strong through your core. Shoulder blades are wide, back of the neck is long. You're gonna prepare this hand. It's like you were reaching, it's kind of like a one-arm push-up. You're gonna lower yourself down, keep that shoulder blade wide, like you want something over there, and then press back up. Reset, refocus, realign, press, controlled, wide, and down you go. Once you have control and stability in an area, it tends to quiet down, and most of us could use a little less noise coming from this area. Hi there, I'm Michelle from Movement 101. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you would like more content like this, go down to the first link in the description below. And of course, to get this information out there, it does help to click like, hit subscribe, and make a comment. And let's make sure your body is built to last. Thanks for watching.